www.patreon.com/thefinalstoppodcast. Dude, the Patreon honestly is taking flight at this point. We're doing pretty good over there. And by good, I mean a little not as good as we were, but we're making a comeback. It's fun. We got 100 plus hours of content. It's 4 quarters to get you in the door. It's called a $1 McBaller. You get a bonus episode per week, we promise. And then the $10 Follower of Gus, the Heavenly Internal Affairs episode, where I mean we let our freaking newts hang, buddy. And I mean I've cried. Tristan says slurs. Something about Andrew's weight. Join the Patreon. On a beach with my boys watching. That was a promo. That was better than the first one. Don't give me I'm going to come over the table. Dude, did you see that? I was literally about to get to the next point. I literally want to stall for 9 minutes now. I was about to get literally enter the show. Andrew goes, just a little hurry up.
But also, yeah, let's go.
Fuck you. I was clearly going there.
All right, welcome to a new episode of The Final Stop.
I'm going to come across the table.
Welcome to another episode of The Final Stop. My name is Tristan Bowling, coming to you from the other side of the country.
Shut up.
Head of the Mezcal Manor.
Up.
The newlywed, the king of the castle, the prince of the poppers. Give it up for the one and only Daniel bridge-gadd. Give it up for
That's
him.
a new one. Believe it or not, I have never heard that. Hey, what's up, people? How we doing? I'm your host, Daniel Bridge-gadd, live from the ever-glorious Mezcal Manor Mach 2. My dumbass co-host has already stepped on my intro. It's the Vampire King, King Possum, Lord Meerkat. It's a slick-back Vampire King, King Greaser, Lord Dumbass himself, Tristan Bowling.
And who's on the other side of the country on the side table?
Well, dumbass, I'm glad you threw it this way. It's the anti-Riz, Patrick Orianons, the Charlie Horse White Knight himself. He's upgraded himself to a new vape and not a bitch still in sight. It's Andrew Orion.
They're in sight. They just so happen to be gay.
They're in sight, but they're looking at you with binoculars. It's Andrew Orion.
They're in sight, but they're looking at other people.
They are staring down the glassing rangefinder of somebody that's not you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Andrew's a sniper, but he's shooting people not in the war.
Mm-hmm. Andrew somehow works for the enemy, but still shoots friendlies. It makes absolutely no sense. We're doing a summer-themed episode. We're wrapping up the wedding. This is the first live podcast we've done since the other one that came out, and we haven't really wrapped up any of the shenanigans. What?
It's the first live podcast. We just did one before this 3 hours ago.
But did you not hear what I said? I said the first live podcast we did since the last one that just came out. So your lie comment, dumbass.
If anything, that's a testament to how bad the sound quality is on this point, and now we get mad at Andrew. That's what we do.
Yeah, no, we have really cordially wrapped up said wedding. And we have a couple of videos. We acted like fools. Once we actually got married, we were on the dance floor for about 2 hours being retartar. It was a good time. Everyone was dancing.
Dude,
I can't dance for shit.
Dude, I was eating straight raw third chromosome with lime over it. I was having tartar, dude. It was a very fun time.
Dude, I think I had like 20 drinks that night.
Mm-hmm. I had retartar reduced extra chromosome. It was fucking great. And
I had it deconstructed.
Well, can we
Do you
talk
know how
about...
I know Haley was having fun? She started stealing stuff. That's how I knew she was having a good time.
What was she taking? Because they were asking for shit when we were leaving. What did she goink?
What did they ask for?
What'd she goink? I asked you.
I asked you a question first. I asked you a question. What did they ask for?
When we left, well, I already know.
And now I have a question. What was she wearing?
What was she wearing? What was she doing? Was she dancing?
That's never a question we should ask.
No, realistically.
And you know the answer. You were at the wedding. You know what Haley was wearing? A full knight suit of armor, as is customary for her people.
A cat burglar outfit.
Chainmail?
Yeah, I made sure she went as Tim Burton Catwoman, and God damn.
No, do you know for real, though, they were asking for shit whenever we left on the way out.
What were they asking you for? Because I may have some of that.
Everyone has this. Hold on. Okay, so they called us on the way out, and they were like, okay, so you're like, we're missing like a basket and an easel. I was like, an easel? And they go, we don't have an easel. No one wants an easel.
I will let you know, I don't have an easel in my possession.
Taylor tried to say it. Okay, because like this is, before she explained to me what was happening, we're in the car about to leave. And she goes, hello? Okay, all right. Well, like, what's missing? Okay, like the table numbers? No, we didn't have table numbers. There were just 2 tables. An easel? No, we didn't. Yeah, there was an easel. I think I would know if there was a 5-foot easel in my car, Robert. I was like, Robert's literally being like, I know you took it. I know it's in your car. I'm like,
Meanwhile, it's strapped to the top like a surfboard.
all you hear is like, as we pull out of the parking.
Squab had to buy an extra seat for the easel on the
but
plane.
They were asking about baskets and a bunch of like carrying totes, right? My wife's dad, as a that's weird. My wife's dad,
Your
father-in-law, cleaning up stuff,
Only
just trying to
father
be
you have.
nice. Yeah, trying to be nice. Was just like packing up with the waitresses or whatnot. Put a bunch of shit in these pretty nice carrying bags. Whisked them off. We took probably $300 in
Dude,
shit from
Dude,
these
drunk
people.
white people get sticky fingers whenever they're around night stuff.
I know the final tally for the total of that night. That's the least they could fucking do is give
But
us
it's also
some.
like I like how it's like all the white people are the ones that stole, but they immediately like we have to ask the black guy first.
Oh, they called us immediately. Taylor goes, "Hello." They go, "Can we speak to him?"
You're
Like,
the only. You're walking to the altar and they give you the security wand before you get up there, and you're like, "What the fuck, man?"
Can we check your waistband?
Yeah, I had a couple Bud
Yeah.
Lights. I thought that was a lint roller, but after the fact,
Yeah.
it was good. But we have so after the wedding, we all went down. There was just like literally we crossed the street because the wedding was across the street from the beach, or not a beach, but like the water. And we crossed the street, and people were like, we snuck alcohol. Not even snuck. I just carried a beer with me and walked over there. I was like, I'm the groom. Shoot me. And we were all smoking and drinking. Andrew doesn't smoke. Okay, I'm looking down the barrel of the camera. Andrew doesn't smoke unless you offer him 15 minutes he finds favorable.
No,
Shut up. You have
no.
smoked. I'm one of your best friends. You have never smoked with me. You have smoked with loose, shisty niggas occasionally in green rooms for no reason at all, and I've taken offense to it every time.
The last
Yeah,
time was with
Andrew-
Hans Kim. Hans Kim was the last one.
Loose, shisty nigga in a green room.
Don't say that.
Even lower levels
Hans
than
is
that,
a
by the
great
way.
man.
Hans is a great
Even
man.
lower level.
He's a good man.
That's the highest level, by the way. There's been lower levels than that. Loose, shisty
Yeah, I was about to
niggas
say,
in
Hans
green
Kim
rooms.
is probably one of the upper echelon. I've seen him go. He's just like, dude, I smoked weed the other night at Devil's with randoms, and I'm like, dude, what
No,
are you
I've never done
doing?
that. No, I don't smoke weed here in Arizona.
No, this upper level local comedian I like was in a green room and we
What do you mean you
smoked
don't
weed.
smoke weed
Fuck
in Arizona? Hans didn't take you to the Four Corners, dumbass.
No, like, it wouldn't be at like Devil's.
Technically, in this blunt rotation, I'm in Utah and Colorado at the same time.
No,
it doesn't count.
Honestly, it is weird. The only times I have smoked has been with you, Tristan, taking gummies here with you, and then the other times have been in green rooms in Arizona. In New York, that was a different thing. But
How?
I didn't have to drive anywhere.
What does that mean?
I don't have to.
I will forever. I know you guys always shit on me for it, but I remember sitting there in the green room with Reese Muniz, and the blunt is going from like Joe Rogan to Tony Hinchcliffe to Reese to me. And then like Joe takes a hit. He was like in between. Like every time he passed a blunt, Joe would just like come and like take another hit off of it. And then like just like I get the joint from Joe and I hit it and I pass it to the right. And then I go into my notes app and I type, I just smoked weed with Joe Rogan, and just showed it to him. And he's like, I know, dude. He's like, it was like, it was, I saw the facade of like, Reese is like, tough man. We're in that moment. We were just like little kids. We were just like, we smoked weed with Joe Rogan. We're just like the entire time.
It is kind of cool to do. Like you hear Bill Murray do that. Like you'll just be drinking coffee at a coffee shop, and he'll just come take your coffee, drink it, give it back to you, and be like, "No one will ever believe that." Like he really plays into the like.
That's more of an asshole thing to do.
No,
though.
but
that's so much more of
it's
an asshole thing.
But he's playing into the like he knows it's cool for you. He's like,
Dude,
this is
one
sick
of the
for you.
funniest
Sick. I just have Bill Murray's backwash in my
No.
iced coffee now.
One of the first off, Bill Murray for sure has herpes. Duh. And one thing, dude, I saw the funniest thing where it was like an unintentional cameo. It was a random like documentary for television, made for television, and then for some reason they're just like walking down like the like Hollywood Boulevard and they're in front of a studio, and you just see George Lucas just walking behind. He makes eye contact with the camera and stops, and then just walks into the building.
I've seen that video. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so funny because the compilations are just like this guy just being like, as you can see, as we walk down an infamous Hollywood Boulevard, and then like, and it goes away, and is like, street performers on one side, we got good food on the other, Hard Rock Cafe, and I'm like, turn around, there's the guy behind you, turn around.
Well, here, let me close up the beach thing, and then we'll get into a few other things.
I don't know if we said on the public, Haley did get a bird poop.
Right, this is the same spot. Haley got a bird shat on her head.
No,
Pretty
it
hilarious.
was a perfect turn of events because Andrew smoked weed.
I smoked weed, and then we were walking around.
He hit the blunt that we were walking around, like, basically the showers area right outside, like, the cove, the La Jolla Cove, where... Now, by the way, if you ever are with someone... I'm just telling the audience. If you're ever with someone...
I already know where this is going to go.
If you're ever with someone and they tell you to be there at a certain location with 100% honesty and sincerity, and then they're 2.5 miles away fucking off, go to that place and kill that person because it is beyond annoying. I had a morning.
I
had a fucking
Hold on, let's get
let
to
me
that.
vent.
Let
me vent.
No, get to that. Hold on. Let me put a pin in that. You can vent. Let's get chronological. So let's go through the night. Let's show the first 2 videos, and then
I'm at 5,000 RPM right now, and you asked me to put a pin in it.
You are schwitzing. I
I'm
know.
redlining.
Hey, why don't we
just
table this? Throw your emotions, spread them out on the table like a nice spread. Okay, so here's what we were doing. We were over at the beach location. Look, I'm fucked up. I'm destroyed. We're walking over. Andrew is not a smoker, but everyone's kind of smoking. Brody's mom had a nice joint that was super expensive. It was very nice. It's in
Which
rotation.
I dropped in my hand, and I burned my hand.
Better dropping it on the ground.
Okay,
that's what my thought was. That's what my thought was.
Andrew has been bitching this whole time about weed pushed him over the edge. That's why he had such a bad time.
No, I didn't have a bad time. I'm just saying that's what ended my night.
Not a bad time. That's what ended your night. I'm just saying I'm not the one who ended it. He smoked my joint, but it wasn't me. Play the video.
No.
He was already.
No. Don't say it wasn't you. Because you came in with this cock-sucking angle of being like, bro, you don't smoke with me. Literally the argument you were just putting on.
Cock-sucking angle?
No, literally.
That's not a cock-sucking angle. I've had the same conversation with you, Andrew.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're my friend. Why do we not smoke? And you're like, you cocksucker.
It's my wedding night.
That's what he said. He's like, it's my wedding and you're not going to smoke with me on my wedding?
How is that a cocksucker angle?
If Daniel came up to me with crack cocaine and he was just like, I've been freebasing our entire friendship. I want you to do this with me tonight. I'm like, I guess I'm doing crack. I don't want to. I have a flight tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, but I want him to know, because he was saying this is not his fault at all. And I'm not saying it is his fault. It is a little bit. I'm not saying it's entirely his fault, because I shouldn't have. If I knew this was going to happen, and I shouldn't have smoked with you. I shouldn't have smoked with you. Yeah.
Why?
Because I knew I knew Daniel was going to want me to smoke with him, and that was going to be too much. I knew it.
And it was.
It was
now
so,
watch
it was
this.
so much.
Andrew's already fucked up. I want you to freeze it before you take the hit, because
No.
early. Look at that. Okay, hold on. Look at his face. Look at just his eye. You can see by one eye.
I was gone by this.
You were out.
No. This was. You're still here. You're dealing with Haley.
Oh yeah, this was all right. So this is post Haley. Honestly, one of the hardest that I've ever seen you laugh. You had to go to like the bike rack and dry heave.
Yeah,
just because a fucking bird shit on Haley's
head. Dude,
head.
I ran over to Daniel almost immediately,
and then I sprinted around and had to contain myself.
I sprinted directly to Daniel, be like, "You're not gonna fucking believe it."
Yeah, it's one of those laughs where you just sound like a very tiny person from far away. You're just like.
No, Daniel looked at me and was like, Bert, shut up and tell me what happened.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you're not going to believe it. I'm pretty shit on Haley's head.
Dude, it was so funny because I heard her just go, because she was like, I could stick around, and then plop, and she's like, oh no.
Yeah.
And I turned
Something
around-
wet just hit my head.
I know. And then that ended the night, dude. We immediately got in an Uber and she went to the hotel. She's like, I didn't want to take a shower. My hair was so pretty. And then I'm like, I'm like pretty in the bag. And I'm just like, I'm going to go get a slice of pizza downstairs, smoke a little more. You good?
Are you
Was
straight?
there-
Are you all right?
were you, okay, I gotta ask. Were you guys able to laugh about it the next day, or was she still pretty pissed about it?
I was laughing about it in the car.
All right, well, watch. This is the first video of Andrew just. This is what sent him. Literally 35 seconds after this, he goes, "Yep, I'm out," and I had to walk him home, and then I passed him to Squab. Watch this.
Wait, can I say a side thing? I was thinking about this earlier, just because, like, yes, I laughed at Haley immediately. I think in my life, I should be Haley's biggest bully.
Why?
Just because I feel like that's a good standard. Like, I rib on her and stuff like that, but I'm always nice. I'm always loving. Sometimes I'll make fun of her, but if I'm her biggest bully in her entire life, you have a good life. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, that's kind of what I want to do for my kids, where I'm just like, I'm going to be your biggest bully. I'm just going to poke fun of you, but at the same time, I'll always love you. I always support you.
That's what Daniel's
But
dads did.
But I'm going to rib on you, and you're going to rib on me, and it's going to be fun. But it's like, in that sense, you're going to have a callus that no one could ever beat. And just being like, oh, yeah, my dad says crazy shit to me, and I say crazy shit back.
All right.
Because it's like, I'm a professional comedian, and at this point, when I'm having a kid, it's just like, I'm a professional comedian. I'm doing this well enough to be able to put food on the table. I'm going to rib you. You're going to rib me back. And then when my friends come over, we're going to fuck them up. We're going to absolutely have... I'm going to have
You didn't say rib. That's different, because your dad... Your dad, you never painted him to say the worst possible thing that he could say to you. He
Dude, my
seems
dad's,
more jovial
my dad's
and
bullied
fun.
me before. My dad's been a little turd towards me.
No. Mine and Andrew's mom have said the worst possible thing. That's different. That's how you produce athletes. If that's what you're talking about, I hope you're prepared to cancel dates to go sit at track meets until 6 p.m. That's different.
No, you don't. No,
a ribby,
no,
fun,
I-
jovial.
you don't show
like-
up, and it makes them better.
No, that's
I don't.
wild.
No, that's fundamental stuff that you have to be there for. I'm just talking about in conversation, just poking fun. Just like poking fun at them, just being like, dude, what are you wearing right now? And just being like, what do you mean? Just like, what are you wearing? And they'll be like, what are you wearing? It's just like, your shoes don't match your hat, don't match your shirt. And whatever they say, I'm like, all right, you got a point. You got a point. Like, of course, I'm always going to be on my kid's side, but I'm definitely going to be like messing with them in the same respect that like you do in a green room. Like, I'm
When
going to
you
mess
were-
around with my kid because I want him to be at that level. I want him to be like, be able to like, if anyone is talking high school, elementary school level shit to him, and just being like, "Oh no, I can destroy you with my words." Like, I'm just gonna.
You want
I'm just
to
gonna
you want to send
annihilate
him you want to send him to high school with like at least a blue belt in like shit talking. So you're like, I know you can defend. If you run into a black belt, good for that kid. He'll fuck you up. But like, he's probably a senior. But like, by the time you get to your senior year, you should be a black belt in high school shit talking. But I want you to go in with like a blue belt.
I want him to be like amateur college shit talking. To just being like, where are you going? Like to say, I want him to go to like, I want to go to college recruitment things where like we go there and he's just like, you want me to go here and just make them want it? I'm just like, dude, you rule.
That's how comedians brag. It's like my kid shit talks at a college level.
Yeah, that's impressive to me. I mean, just because, like, I thought of it and, like, there was, one of the funniest things I heard was, Big J was talking to his daughter about Ari Shaffir, which Ari has been, he's been basically, like Uncle Ari to, like, her entire life. And she saw that documentary where it was just, like, talking about all the bad shit he did. And they're just, like, he was like, oh, so what do you think about Uncle Ari now? He's like, it seems like if you're not Bobby Lee, you should be fine. And, like, I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, yes, you raised a good one, pal. I'm like, that's how it should be. Just be like, you gotta, I just want my kid to talk shit so bad. It's so funny.
And this is what happens when you raise a bad one.
Yes, that's all I wanted.
Deja. Let me get it.
I'm gonna get Diddy'd so
Damn.
hard. That looks like
That
the
looks like the
creepiest
last video.
video.
That looks like the last video of Mac Miller. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks like that was taken. Then you're just being like, after this, it was a tragedy. He fell into the cove.
Oh yeah, this was also after I tried to hit on one of the servers at your wedding.
Failed miserably.
Horrifically.
Dude, one of the funniest things in the world, and it made me laugh harder the next day when I was down over there and got to actually see. So we're going over to Andrew's car, who is parked further away from the wedding, and we're just making sure there wasn't like a ticket on it or anything like that, make sure he was good. And as we're walking over there, it's along the shoreline of San Diego, and there's all these seals, like just kind of like arfing, moving and wiggling around and stuff. And there's a huge round boulder, probably about like 4.5
my god! I forgot about that. Oh my god!
There's a huge round boulder, probably about 4.5, 5 feet tall, but about like 3 feet wide. You could hug it. Like you could hug it. It's giant. And then we're walking there. Andrew already had some of the joint, and he's walking past. He's like, "That seal's fucking huge." And I just look at it, and I'm just like, "Dude, that's a rock." And he's like, "Yeah, that is a rock."
How
and
do
I'm
you
just
like this?
I'm like, "What do you think it is?" It's like a boomer from Left 4 Dead, like just an
I thought it was just like a real big one.
Yeah, he's like, I thought it was just like a big one. I'm like, that's like a world record breaking seal.
It's
We would have to call National Geographic immediately. Because this is a genus of seal that has never been seen before. Either that or it's filled with microplastics and it's a travesty.
yeah, just doing shitty SpongeBob. It's not a boulder. It's a seal, you dumbass.
I thought it was a seal.
Dude, it was very wholesome.
I had totally forgotten about that too.
It made me like, no, because we were walking back to where we thought, all right, so do you know how you put a pin in my fury? I'm gonna let it out. My rant.
Oh,
The morning
The next
leading
day.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, the morning leading up.
now
to
we're up
your-
to this video. Yeah.
Oh,
to
no,
your-
hold on. Before you do your morning. Before you do your morning. So now you've gotten a context of what my night was. This is what the morning sounded like for me.
Oh.
You actually do like a cartoon scene.
I heard
There's
that.
there's an actual like,
Dude, if you literally do like the snore and then like the.
You know where it's like a cartoon and like the guy. You
I was
remember
about to say you should be
Emperor's
blowing up
New-
your hat every single time you let out an exhale.
just a feather going up and down.
Yeah.
That was good. All right,
No.
dude, tell us who you're talking about. What is your? Hold on, let me reframe that. What's your gripe, dumbass? What are you talking about?
No, I'm just gonna explain to you like how absolutely frustrated I was to the point where like at the end of it, I was just accepting fate. Someone could have put a gun in my mouth and I wouldn't have even fucking cared, dude. So we take an Uber. A little bit of traffic on the inside. Not too bad. I did fuck up with the Uber. I will mention that. We're driving with the Uber. He was asking us where I live. I was talking about New York City. And I was just like, he's talking about Chinatown for some reason. I'm like, oh, Chinatown is like pretty fucking gross. Realized the guy was kind of Asian persuasion. My bad. And so I had to go, like, I was just being like, dude, Chinatown is disgusting. It's full of rats. Like, I've seen so many rats in Chinatown. It's crazy. But the people are so nice. It's really crazy. It's really like it's very good culture down there. Like it was
Just
a
feel like these fucking people live like shit.
no,
but the
it
people
wasn't
that
that.
live
It's
there.
anyone who's been down to Chinatown during the middle of the night, dude. There's a rat parade every single time you're walking from like if it's garbage day around there, it's bad, dude. Like there's so many rats over on that side of town, like down towards that. But we pull
Never mind.
up. What?
I was gonna say they're called Koreans. Continue.
Stop it. No, they're Dominican. Stop. No, joshing. So we go down to like the coastline. Haley needs a coffee. She's fucking exhausted. So I there's a coffee shop conveniently at the top of the hill. So I'm waiting for Andrew to get there because we're dropping off our luggage in the back of his car because we're going straight from the party to the fucking
Airport.
Yeah, to the airport. Thank you. And so I'm carrying this luggage literally at a 90-degree angle. I got all of it. Get Haley her coffee. I'm just like, all right, this is a lot. And then this is my own fault. I can understand that. But my eyes are very dumb. So I have like blue eyes, which are more receptive towards like a lot of light and stuff like that. Like I get
pause. What when the
Oh, yeah,
what
you were
person
bitching about this
I've
on the-
already
at the beach.
Googled it.
You're
I've
bitching about
already
this on the
Googled
beach.
it.
God.
I've already Googled it.
We
You
get it.
don't
You
need-
don't have muscles and you're under 6 feet. You need fun taglines. I understand.
No,
That's
no.
a crock of shit.
No,
No.
he's not under 6 foot.
What are you, his
I am
hype
6
girl?
No, I'm his height girl.
Yeah, I'm not under 6 foot. Thank you. I'll get a posture protector
You're
to
not.
prove it.
You're not above 6 feet though. Thank you.
I'm at
Thank you.
6 foot.
Thank
I'm at
you.
6 foot. I can get on the cool guy roller coaster. I'm at 6 foot.
Yeah, but not.
Do you know what
but
I've
not-
heard from people who meet me in real life outside of Phoenix? Like when they go to your shows and they're like, "I've never met you before," they expect me to be shorter.
Comedians are midgets. They're all small. Funny people are small usually because they have to develop personalities because they don't have anything fun.
No,
That's
no.
not
Then
always
explain,
the
Zach
case.
Allen, you son of a bitch.
Small town.
Small town, big guy. Dude, also, can I just, I know this means nothing to Zach. I'm giving him his props. I've seen him grow very much so as a comedian. He's kind
he's
of a fucking
fantastic.
crush.
Yeah.
He's a
He's
crusher
fantastic.
right now.
He's
We're doing-
fantastic.
I've
I'm
seen
not
him grow
saying he's
so much.
Not, but what do we do? We're just glazing niggas now. I understand. Good guy. I like him. What are we
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about?
you know the Zach Allen subreddit is popping right now. What the hell are you talking about? He's a friend who's doing well locally. I want to give him his props. I haven't seen him in forever. If on the off chance he gives a fuck to watch this, then do you know what? Name this episode Zach Allen. What's up? I don't know. I don't know. I want to hear from him directly. No, but so my I know I sound like a pussy, which is very prevalent, and it's not going to lead well towards the video that I saw of me later on. But it's just like my eyes. It's literally like my own folly. It's my Achilles heel. If I'm on the beach,
No,
and-
your actual heel is your Achilles heel.
I haven't heard someone use folly in 78 years. Dude.
Yeah, this is my folly, dude. Yeah, just with light sensitivity and like just the sun reflecting off like the sand of the beach, I cannot see. It's not a matter of I cannot see. My eyes water so bad that it's like I'm continuously crying. I can't properly see. I have to like squint 100% of the time. And so I was fucking furious because I'm over by this cove where we were smoking weed, trying to figure out where Andrew is, because he's going to what I think is the wrong, but is the right address, and I'm at the wrong one, so I'm sitting there burning my eyes with all my luggage to your bullshit fucking wedding, waiting for you to respond to me to tell me that where I am is in the place where you told me to go.
I'd like to add to this as well because I asked Daniel that morning, being like, "Hey, let me know where we got to meet up," and he's like, "Oh, first I called
Before
you.
you were at the beach.
I called you.
Before
I
you were at
called
the
you.
beach, I asked you.
Okay.
I was
fucking,
busy
hey,
getting
tweet-
fucking bitched at by some two ratchet bitches at a taco shop because I wouldn't give them my fucking cell phone, so they called me fucking Slim Boy Q and they called my
Okay,
chick a white bitch.
look.
I'm
They
like,
called you Flat Stanley."
Okay, look.
yeah,
Okay,
they called me Flat Stanley and they called Haley a white bitch, and I'm like, can I pave the road with you? I don't care about this fucking city. The only reason why I'm here is because my buddy wants me to be here, or else I would never go visit your fucking crummy city. If I want to go to the coast, I'll go to Florida, dumbass. That's where everyone else goes. It's surrounded by water. It's fucking great. You ever been to Clearwater? I don't care if Scientologists are there. It blows the brains out of whatever fucking bullshit. Fucking see it. Your beach smells like shit.
Yeah,
it smells like shit. I got out to my friend's wedding on the rooftop, and it smelled like fucking shit.
It smelled bad, buddy.
Yeah,
it smelled bad.
Yeah, but tell me he's kind of not right because you are.
I had the legitimate. I had to Google if red tide happened on the West Coast.
Shut up, Flat Stanley.
Hey, dude, that doesn't even affect me.
Flat Stanley?
Yeah.
That's kind of a fly name if you think about it.
Yeah,
no, it just no. I was just sitting there so mad because I'm like, you're gonna call me Flat Stanley when you're in gray stained sweatpants and like a barely tank top that accentuates your BMX pump track of a body, just hills the entire time. It looked like speed. It looks like where they like test suspension on Fords.
Tristan,
all the way throughout.
Tristan, shut up. You're saying a lot of words. Flat Stanley's fucking hilarious. Calling a nigga Flat Stanley's great. Is if he's like, oh yeah, and the next thing I think, and you're like, shut the fuck up, Flat Stanley. You Flat Stanley ass nigga. Hey, Jerry, look at this nigga's a Flat Stanley.
Dude, you know what honestly made me happy? Do you know what really made me happy in that moment? Because I was walking with Haley, and she was bummed about it. She's like, oh, that chick was just really rude to us. And I'm just like, do you want to hear something nice? Our day today is going to be better than the rest of their entire lives. Isn't that crazy?
Hey, probably, but not that day, because he's gonna go around to his friends and be like, "I called some pasty nigga Flat Stanley," and he got so mad about it.
It wasn't even that. They were just like rude bitches.
You remember when Tristan earlier was like, "Yeah, my dad and I, we fucking jab each other." So I got a callus on me.
Yeah, I called you flat. Like I called you Flat Stanley.
I got a callus, but at the same time, do you know? If you know me, the one thing I will not stand for this world. Injustice. I do not like injustice. I don't like the fact that she just said nothing to me, and if I say something back to her, I'm starting something. I'm ruining, because I knew I'd ruin Haley's day. I couldn't have said anything, or else it would have been a whole thing. Haley would have been mad the entire time.
Bro.
So I held my tongue. But I knew if I was by myself and I just said no, and she's like, oh, all right, Flat Stanley, I would have been like, I'm like, dude, just get pregnant and die already. That's the rest of your life.
That same guy,
you're nothing to this community. You do nothing, and you will be nothing.
That same guy could have called me a Black Stanley, and I wouldn't have given it a second thought. He would have been like, "Where are you going, Black Stanley?" And I would have been like, "That's nice. I appreciate it."
It didn't wear on me. Dude,
it was a fat chick too. It wasn't a dude.
I've been called just one fat mid Latina woman, and then like this black chick who was like obviously the ringleader, who was just like getting her to talk shit. But like she literally, I heard her conversation. She was trying to talk to her mom in a nail salon, which was 2.5 miles away, and she had to walk there. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna give you my phone so you can have your sad conversation in front of me.
No, I'm not gonna give you my phone because I also have to meet someone 2.5 miles away.
Yeah, I also have to walk. Yeah, but they didn't have an Andrew. That's the difference.
Hey,
when Andrew picked me up, it was like I couldn't even be mad anymore. I was just like so furious from my eyes just fucking me over, and just like the whole morning not being what I wanted to. You sending me the wrong address, which is your fault, 100%.
100%.
Well, I know, but because you're a Flat Stanley ass nigga, can you explain to me this clip? Because we have a clip of you trying to pick Haley up. Can you give me a rundown on how this came about? Because why would you even propagate yourself to this situation?
I didn't propagate myself in that. I was just crouching down to the floor, and Haley got on. So this is me basically trying to deadlift raw body weight.
Why does she like publicly shaming you? Because
that's not publicly shaming. She just wanted to see if I could pick her up.
No. It started off like that, and then immediately turned into her wanting to publicly shame you.
You guys live together. She has a general idea of how strong you are because you fuck her. She has a general idea of how easily you can throw her around.
But also, I do like, honestly, I'm sure you're going to make fun of me for this, but at work, I have to do like a lot of physically taxing things that like, I feel like gives me a little bit of strength outside of like.
Do you lift over 100 pounds ever?
Yeah, I push, literally, do you want to hear what my day was on Thursday?
Okay.
So on Thursday they had a Mother's Day kind of like breakfast thing at the at the kindergarten. It was just for the kindergarten. The kindergarten is 2 New York City avenues away. So probably I would say a little bit more than a football field. Probably like 2 football fields maximum. So
all right. Weird measurement.
No. Yeah, so I go over there to go help clean up, and the catering plates are solid porcelain. They're probably about, I'd say, like 6 to 7 pounds each, and then there's 30 of them on a push cart. And then there's 2 bins that easily weigh 50 pounds filled with dishes, and then on the bottom is 3 cases of water. And I have to push that 2 New York City blocks. So I am basically like, I am like throwing my hip into it and like using all my strength to get it going. And then once it's going, dude, God forbid you'll never
crack.
Yeah, you'll never care about the typography of the fucking New York City sidewalk more than when you're pushing a cart with just hundreds of plates on top of it.
So you could do it. So you really like you. Keep going.
No. So I basically had to do that 3 times over, and I'm just like, there's no dude. I had to go. It was cold outside in the morning. I had to go sit in the freezer just from how hard I was fucking sweating. Because I'm like, I'm gonna look like a maniac in front of the kids because I'm like dripping sweat just from like trying to get it over and down the like skateboard slow humps. That are like the before you go on the sidewalk, before you go into the street. That's a motherfucker. And then it catches the lip of the street, so you have to go around and deadlift it from the bottom, pick it up, and then go around and just push it as hard as you can. And you have 16 seconds because it's a street.
How much of like a travesty would that be if you spilt it? Or like toppled it over? Would that ruin the flow?
It would seriously affect not only my day but the entire kitchen. There is the plates that they used for the teachers every single day are at the kindergarten, so I have to make sure that all the porcelain plates that the teachers use to eat their lunch every day, because they eat with the students because the food's good enough that they get it too. And so
this is your mama's cafeteria, all right? We slang around here.
Yeah. So it's all those plates and then all the catering plates that we have that I cannot spill or break, because each one of them is probably about like $25 each, and they're solid fucking porcelain. It's crazy. It's like I'm basically shipping heavy ass china across 2 New York City blocks, and it's a fucking workout, dude. It's a real workout. Like, I bet if you did it once, you would be like, all right, that's a lot. That is a lot.
And this is where all the hard work paid off.
Pause it. What's your thought process right here? Are you like, okay, hold on.
Because look, you can see.
Before you answer,
First off, look at how bright the sand is. Your eyes would be watering too.
I know. Your eyes have nothing to do with your hamstring strength. Does this like?
I'm in a compromising position. Anyone trying to deadlift from this position is fucked.
Tristan,
I
did it.
Hold on.
I did it with you on my back.
I know. The fact that you're bragging about that sucks.
No, I'm not bragging. I'm just trying to take away his argument.
Andrew, the fact that you're trying to take away my argument, your body has to keep up the upper half of you, which is 2 Haleys already.
That's why
this is nothing for you. It's leg day for you is walking around.
Tristan, when you were doing this, I was gonna try and one up you by putting Andrew on my back. That's why when he's bragging about being like, I could lift.
Oh, and then everyone down the beach can hear your fucking tendon snap.
I didn't do it, dickhead. Even though I could, I didn't do it.
There is no way you could.
Now answer
Andrew
me.
Ragdolling over your shoulders. There's no way you could, from a prone position like this, knees completely bent, heels touching your ass. You could lift him up to standing position. At all. You can't even get in a fucking ice bath. What are we talking about?
No, that's because he was a pussy, not because he's weak. He's weak in spirit.
Do you really
not
think?
In body.
Do you think from this position right here, I couldn't pick Andrew up on my back just like this? Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm saying. Correct.
We're not doing it.
I know, because it wouldn't be worth our time, and you know that. But are you dumb? Are you dumb? Because let me ask you this real question right here. If like this didn't cause any turmoil in your relationship, right? Because if I tried to pick Taylor up in public and I couldn't,
No,
I might get divorced.
No,
She may lose.
I've started kickboxing Haley casually in the house. That is,
You're becoming the Charlie Horse King over there?
I know, but But this is a real life reenactment of not even reenactment. This now bars the question of like if someone comes in the house, you couldn't even successfully throw them off of you.
No, I've already had the idea. First off, if someone's in the house like this, I'm not trying to attack Haley.
No.
The first thing I'm doing is using any amount of strength that I.
Haley attacked you. I'm saying this is a burglar. Look at this exact still. The burglar got the jump on you. It's over. It's OVA.
Daniel, put yourself in the position. Your house is getting robbed, and you're trying to hurt the person who's on your back. You wouldn't immediately kind of jump backwards to get them on their back? Or would you try to stand up and do WWE tricks on whoever is currently trying to take and or kill what is ever in your home?
If that same manhood instinct that you're thinking is going to spring into action would spring in then, your same manhood instinct jeans on the sand would kick in. Hold on. Would kick in right here.
No, keep
with
in mind.
People watching on camera. You just don't have that dog in you, which is fine. You have that funny in you. You don't have to have that dog. But this is an insane thing to not be able to do.
No, but if anything, you're going to get a video soon of me just absolutely not only deadlifting Haley, but beating the shit out of her. And it's going to be... It's going to be exactly what you want.
First of all, I'm not even mad at you. Why would your lady call you out like this?
Close your mouth. Close your mouth. Daniel, close your mouth. In the same scenario that you brought up of you being robbed and you're in this situation, where is the fucking gun from the robber? You think that the robber is robbing your house not only without a weapon, but just immediately coming and spider monkeying on your back?
I'm not. I'd also like to add something as well. Daniel's talking about this like manhood instinct to protect your household if someone breaks in. His manhood instinct is to send Taylor because he wants to still sleep.
No, that was a joke.
Your manhood instinct is let Taylor get terrified in the hallway by her.
Realistically, I was asleep.
I
was asleep during that. She woke me up. This is different. This would be the equivalent. This is a completely viable situation. You could be up and be like, "Oh shit, someone's in my house." You could be looking right.
Dude.
You know what's a viable?
Hold on,
Hey,
idiots!
bud.
From
Someone being
gallery,
literally in your house.
You could
Hey,
be
bud.
looking right.
Hey, bud.
Hold on. You could be
You were
looking
in
right,
this
and
situation.
someone's
Hey,
on the
bud.
left side of you, and they
Daniel.
jump and sprawl on you.
Daniel.
This is a completely viable situation to be in, and you floundered it.
I'm not going to say your name again. It's going to be annoying on the audio, but you need to shut up.
You're talking over me. You floundered a completely
No,
masculine
I'm
situation
trying to-
per
I know,
usual, which
let
is
me-
fine.
Hey,
which
let
is
me-
fine.
Hey, let me just absolutely just shoot recoilless holes through your Swiss cheese of an argument.
I hope you can
So-
recoil something because your hamstrings couldn't when your 100-pound girlfriend was on you. Give me your response. Go ahead.
So Daniel, what you're saying is, in the case of a home invasion, I will have the same level of adrenaline with all my friends on the beach watching me. You're saying that in the level of you think that in a home invasion, you're going to have the casuality of I'm 4 Bud Lights in, I've just eaten 2.5 sandwiches and a bunch of s'mores that Haley kept fucking making me. I have sunburns on my arms and forehead, and now I'm supposed to deadlift my girlfriend. You're expecting this. You're
Your eyes
expecting
are
out of me.
hurting. Your eyes are hurting.
My eyes are hurting. I'm on my period, and you're expecting me out of anybody. You expect the audacity of me. I hear your and it sounds like you're chugging on a cock.
No. Are you done? Hold on. Pause it. Yes. Yeah. Pause it. Yeah. Pause it. Yes, dumbass. Because hold on. Don't interrupt me. Obviously, yes. Because not only should you be able to do this without any sort of like requiem of a dream bullshit, but like, yeah, this is crazy. Honestly, you should.
First off, how dare you say Requiem for a Dream? You've never seen that movie.
No, you're right. That was a bullshit, whatever. But
that was a terrible reference. You don't even know what you're talking about.
But you should. The fact that you didn't feel any sort of like sink or swim feeling when a bunch of your like male counterparts were watching you try and pick up your lady was insane. Thus, that also makes me believe that you wouldn't. Are you there still?
No, he's gone.
God damn it.
No, I'm sorry. Tiny unplugged my camera.
What the hell? Yeah, you're gone.
Camera, yes.
Let's everyone calm down. Let's everyone.
Shut up, single dickhead. This is the part where you sit there and listen.
No,
I'm always
am I back?
just sitting and watching. You know that.
No, you're not. You put it in 7 times during this point.
Yeah, because it is fun.
Sorry, tiny sideswipe.
Look, here's the fucking point. I'm getting a phone call.
Who's
God damn it.
calling you?
Everybody. Here's the point I'm making. It's funny to me as an also married guy that you can't lift your wife up. That's hilarious.
I can pick up Haley on my shoulders right now.
No,
If she was on my shoulders, I could have picked her up.
I'm saying there should never be.
It was the distribution of weight,
Okay,
dumbass.
okay, listen. Basically, what I'm laughing at is there's literally no situation where I couldn't pick Taylor up. So I think it's funny that there's a video of you being like, over like 100 and we'll aim low, 5-pound lady. You're
I
like,
promise you, there's a situation where you can't pick Taylor up. I 1,000%
on a
promise
beach
you.
with my boys watching, I could be 78 Bud Lights in and I'm hitting reps above my head. What are we talking about?
No,
I just thought
can
it was funny.
promise
Not that it means nothing. I just thought it was funny. It made me laugh. Andrew made it weird when he made it seem like it was a problem. It's not.
I didn't make it seem like it was a problem. That was you up top.
Tristan would make a robber stop robbing them by hitting us.
Do you want to hear my robber situation? That first off, it's not even robbing my house is so different than robbing anyone's house, any other person's house, because when you rob someone's house, you expect there to be a moment where you don't immediately see the person. But
You'd have to be taking a shit, and even then you have a mirror.
Yeah, I can wall bang you from around the corner. And no, but like what I'm saying is just like if me and Haley are sleeping and then someone enters my apartment, I am going to get up, walk across the bed to the couch, and tackle him. Who is calling you?
It's Squabby, dude. There's so many people.
Yo, put
calling
Squab
me.
on the phone. Put Squab on the phone.
Put Squab on the phone.
Put
I don't
Squab
wanna
on
hear
the phone.
I don't want to hear from Squab.
I want to hear from Squab.
I already answered. What's up, buddy? You're on the podcast. How you doing?
What's up, Squab?
Squab.
Hey Daniel, it's me, Kevin Bridge, your cousin.
What's up, fam? How you doing? You're on the podcast.
All right, never mind. Hang it up.
Hey, it's about me right now. It's not about your podcast, brother. Well, he's in his podcast. He's in his podcast right now. Oh, fuck you, dude. It's my right.
I can't hear Squab. What is Squab
So-
saying?
Hey, let me call you back here in a little bit.
I'm gonna call us back. Hang on, Dusty wants to talk to you.
This is a
What's up,
mistake.
Daniel? This is your cousin Dustin Bridge.
I can't hear Squab. I don't know
Why
what
are you
he's
using
saying.
government names? Like, hey, let me call you back here in a little bit. I'm recording.
Dustin Bridge.
I know.
Can I get in the podcast? Let me get in the podcast.
No, let me call you back here in a little bit. I'm wrapping up here.
Okay. All right, my bad. I love you, my little black angel. My little
All right,
I
love
did
you.
hear the Black
Love-
Angel thing. I did hear that.
All right, love you, family.
Dad, do you know what's very fun that I got to see out of Squab?
Bro, hold on. Before you say that, this is what.
Oh fuck! What the? Oh shit! Yeah.
His cousin was like, "Yo, this is
Fuck! I gotta go to my car. What? How long are we in? What time?
we have another 15 minutes."
What are
Here's
you
the-
doing?
My car has to be picked up from the Honda dealership right now. Ooh shit!
Yeah, but they'll just hold it in the parking lot.
No, we ran late. They close at 4. And Taylor just texted me, said car is done. Fuck. Holy shit! I forgot so hard that I dropped my car off at Honda at like 11 today, and they paid for an Uber back, and they were like, "Can you pick it up by
Well,
4?"
It's got to be so bizarre from the current flow of the podcast previous to this, with you guys telling me that I couldn't defend my home, and then now we're hard cutting to you like solemnly sitting here without Andrew, just being like, "I gotta go get my car.
I can't defend my car. I can't properly.
I can't defend my car. The guy at Honda is cucking me."
Dude, I'm gonna. Oh
You
my
gotta
God.
change. You gotta change the weight. Can I do it? I want to move your forward. Yeah, there we go. Because I was only looking at your side view the entire time, and it's odd.
Me just looking like I'm talking to someone else for a while.
No, it looks like. Do you know how like when you're doing a Next interview for MTV? Like, do you remember MTV Next?
Whoa, this is the framing. It's crazy how simple it is. This is
Where
all
you're
it
talking,
took.
yeah, where you're talking to one camera and just being like, "I've never seen a girl I didn't think I could smell her feet," and then just like
Yeah.
on the side camera, it's like one of those like kind of punked style, like kind of disjolted framing.
I'm not mad at that. Sweet Jesus. This is going to be the worst interaction ever. I'm going to go to some poor bastard. God damn it, this sucks. I promised him.
What's going on? Why are you apologizing? I didn't hear the first half. Why?
Because I dropped the CRV off just to get an oil change at the Honda dealership at like 11 a.m. And the guy was like, we close at, and they called me at 12 p.m. Literally an hour later. It was like, your car's done. I was like, well, can I pick it up at 3? Sorry, I'm doing stuff. And then we were fiddle fucking around for a long time.
Damn, dude.
They called me. I rejected it because we were on the podcast. And then they text me and was like, your car's done. And then they clearly text my wife because she texts me and goes, the car's done. And so that's where I'm at right now. And now I'm going to have to go to some poor fucking jamoke who's probably texting his friends being like, shit, I might get off early because it's Saturday. We'll see. Maybe we'll hit the bar. And this guy's getting off an hour later than he thought he was going to get off because I'm an asshole.
See,
I
here's
suck.
here's the issue. So I would never do that. And it wouldn't put me in the position that you are. You're worried about home invaders. You're inviting someone to invade your home. This guy now has a vendetta against you.
Just a
because
problem.
he's kept you late on a Saturday because you want to record your buttfuck podcast. So now it's biting into his time.
Dude, I
And
hope
that's
that,
how you get a home invader.
I hope that guy was a medium Final Stop t-shirt because I'm going to go in there with just the most upright slangingness that I possibly can and hope that he accepts my token of apology because he's going to be a
You're not
bitch.
even going in there. Oh, wait, you have to. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I've-
picking me up, and the only upside is I get to roll in, and if I remember the guy correctly, he is about 5'9", a very small, bald, young Latino man. So I'm going to go in there.
Let me get this straight. It closes at 4, right?
Yeah.
So you are currently 19 minutes late on the closing time?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Now, here's where they get back at me. They haven't charged me yet. Although they did give me the total. So I know the total already. So if they try any bullshit, I'll be like, now here's the thing. What you told me earlier was. And we could
Damn.
get into a cat and mouse game of, I mean, if they want to be real assholes, they can be like, yeah, but then we had to, you don't know, you dumb fuck.
Yeah. Dude, damn. Black and Jewish is an absolute calamity to the service industry because it's like not only am I going to be late, but it's your fault.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna tip well. I wasn't gonna tip well anyway, and I'm gonna be 45 minutes.
You
late.
have to stay 30 minutes late, and I'm not tipping. You're just being like, "Fuck, dude."
I just really hope it's like I've been in places with jobs where having a late client has been good because you get to fuck off for a while. It's like,
yeah.
I got that one thing. They're coming in. He's late. Sorry, I can't help clean up. I can't help close. I'm waiting on that. I really hope it's that. Because if they say the place closes at 4, usually most employees then get off like an hour later. You have to like close and do paperwork and yada, yada.
Yeah, I've never worked in a corporate position like that. So I've only worked in the food service industry. And that extra hour that we use is to like clean up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like that if the shop closes at 4, the extra hour is to mop and do all the. Maybe that guy's getting to like get out of wiping a rim somewhere because I'm fucking around doing the. That's what I hope. Probably not. His drinking buddies are literally like, dude, we're 2 in. Where you at? Is most likely what's happening. But
Tiny,
God damn it,
stop it.
she's not listening. There's no way she's listening.
Tiny, yeah, she doesn't listen. She's a Tiny was being a bitch to Cody. He was trying to eat his food, and she was smacking him around. She would be a real asshole. Do you know what Tiny started doing that fucking pissed me off? I don't know if I started talking about it on the podcast or not, but I use like one of those. I use a blanket that breathes. You know, it's like a knitted blanket, but it has like a decent amount of like. It doesn't have holes in it, but it has like enough weave structure to where it lets fresh air in. And then Tiny sees my toes on the other side of that blanket, and she says, "Tasty, tasty summer sausages. let me wake him up out of a dream to bite his fucking feet, and then I'm gonna act like you're the asshole when I kick you off the bed. Like, that's the current life I'm living right now.
You were saying that before. You're like, she like nips at your toes. I would get rid of a cat.
I wake up with my entire toe in her mouth.
That's a problem. We got to get rid of that. What do you do? There's no option.
Literally, do you want to hear the most infuriating thing? Because Haley's good at, like, cat science. She just, like, the only thing we can do behaviorally is pretend like it's not happening. I'm like, do you know how hard that is? Waking out of a dead sleep and pretending a cat isn't biting your fucking feet? Like, actively biting your feet, and you're just like, this is how I learn. And it's just like, or we can put her in a box every time she does that and just, like, shake it, and she'll never do it again.
I don't know if it's infuriating that you can't prove points to cats. Like, there is no spray with a bottle, bop her on her head.
You can't reason with them.
You cannot reason with these things.
That is the one infuriating point where I'm like, I think I will always hold a place of dogs over cats just because I love kitties. But, like, they will know their name, but you'll be like, hey, Tiny, stop that. And she'll be like, that's my name. And then turn around and just go, the same thing she was doing.
That has to be, everyone wants to hype cats up to be this big, intelligent breed of thing. There has to be some, like, form of intelligence to, like, if the stove is hot, don't touch the stove. Cats don't have that. Dogs have that. That's a form of intelligence, for fucking sure.
Do you know what cats have that dogs don't have? Like, unwarranted confidence.
Oh, a bunch.
I've never seen a cat look at an obstacle and not think that, like, I bet I can do, like, max level things on that. Like, Tiny will just, like, absolutely, she'll see something and she'll just, like, I'm going to jump up there and fuck around.
I'm about to parkour this shit right now. But anyway, hey, Mike's here. I got to run and go make sure I don't even know what the consequence is of leaving your car at the dealer. Probably a monetary fine, a money fine. It's not great. I got to go. Tell a friend about the cast. God damn it.
Close out the StreamYard.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll close it. All right. See you guys later. Peace out.